welcome to that synth car Wednesday morning, and it is dark and dreary on this day today. Last night I got home, was messing around, and I came across the new Moog synthesizer release. I was like, whoa, they put out a new synthesizer. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. I didn't expect it, and the name kind of threw me off. I was like, Moog Mariana. And I was like, is that just another one of those feminine names like the grandmother, the matriarch, the mother 32? But then I thought about it a little longer, and I was like, Mariana, and I looked it up, and it's like Mariana's Trench. And I guess that makes a lot of sense, because this little synthesizer, which I thought, to my surprise, was only a VST, because I seen this thing called Game Changer, Moog new synthesizer, Game Changer. Then I found out it was a VST. And then I don't want to say disappointed, I was just like, VST. But having tried the Cherry Audio VST the other night, I said, maybe this is all right. So I went and did some deep diving. I watched their promo video. I thought it was very well done and cool. Then I went and checked out some of the videos on Moog's Facebook or YouTube page and saw how this works. It sounds pretty good to my ears listening to it on the computer, but it's still a VST, so it's not a game changer, I don't think, in the world that I run in, but it might be a game changer in the world of VSTs. And at first I was like, is this a bad business move? And then I don't really think it is. They're selling it for $50 for the desktop version on your computer, and then they're selling the iPad version for $15, which I can't see why anyone probably wouldn't grab it for $15 on their iPad. But I don't know why they're selling for $50 on the computer. They should have just went 15 iPad, $15 for the computer version. But maybe the computer version is super deep. I haven't really looked into it super hard. I was going to do that Synth Show video last night. I was actually just going to buy it because I had a few t-shirt sales, so I was going to say, you know what, let me put $50 towards this VST, and then I can demo it for you guys on the channel. But then I thought, why don't I put that $50 towards the VST Mini, I think it's 50, or the JT4000, one of those Behringer Minis. And like I was saying before, then I'll demo it and I'll just raffle it off to one of you guys if you guys want it, because I don't really need it. And I think the Minis are super cool, but at the moment in my setup, I don't really need a Mini. But, so yeah, so I'll think about it. I had an iPad, it wasn't working anymore, so I can't really buy the $15 one, because that would be the easiest way to do it. But I'm not gonna do that. So I'll think about it when I get home tonight. Maybe we'll see what happens. I'll consult the accountant. If she's like, do it, I'll say all right, and if not, then we'll see what happens. But anyways, let's get back to the synthesizer. So this is a bass synthesizer VST, and it's pretty deep. I can understand after watching a bunch of videos on it why they call it the Mariana's Trench, or the Mariana, because it's very deep. And it's got it seems what they've done is they've taken their whole bass kind of sound library that they've done over the years, and maybe that's what they've been working on now the last little while. Because it's funny, I did that video a couple days ago where I said that Moog needs to keep their people interested, and I guess releasing VSTs is a way to keep your people interested. And maybe they're gonna do they could kind of go a route where they release the Moog Mariana bass synthesizer as a VST, and then they come out and they release the actual hardware of the Moog Mariana. That would be very cool. And you know what? Even if they put out the Moog Mariana, so this is what makes more sense to me where Moog should go with a lot of this. Keep making your very expensive synthesizers for all those very expensive people. But then you could put out the Moog Mariana as a digital bass synthesizer in a small form factor, because it looks like it would come in the same size as the Moog 30, Mother 32, DFAM, subharmonicon kind of layout, or the Minotaur layout. They could put that out as a digital synthesizer, give it to the people for pretty cheap. You could probably put it out for $2.99 if it's digital. I mean, they just did the VST. All they need to do is throw it on a circuit board with some hardware, and you could put it out for $2.99, and I think people would eat that up, especially if it sounds good, and the VST sounds awesome. So it's got the whole library of Moog's bass sound in there, and it comes loaded with presets, which sounded very, very cool, and a lot of them were off target of bass, which is cool. They had some really cool sounds in there. I heard one guy demo it. Maybe I'm gonna buy a demo it. Screw it. But anyways, we got that, and then it also comes with some effects. It's got some tape, it's got some saturation, it's got some tube effects in there, compressor, distortion, I think. And then it also got this sound monitoring layout as well for gain staging each of the, I think it's each of the oscillators in there, because I think you can do a duophonic setting in there too. So it's kind of cool. Go check it out if you got a chance. Moog's got like 5 or 6 videos on their YouTube page, and there's 2 other people. I can't remember, one guy with a mustache, kind of does synth videos in his basement, and he's very good. Can't remember his name now, sorry, but you guys know who he is. You'll find him because there's only 2 videos. And another guy with glasses who's got a plug-in channel. His video's clean and pristine, and he goes over as well. And I think he makes even a couple songs. So it's cool, and actually, I'm gonna do that synth show video on it tonight, and I'm actually getting pretty excited about it. Not for me personally to buy it or use it or that there, but I actually like the idea, now that I'm thinking about it, of Moog doing VSTs and keeping their people amped up and excited and bringing in new customers, because whether we like it or not, us hardware junkies, VSTs are where the young people are, you know? And young people are into computers, VSTs, iPads. A lot of the young cats these days can make a full track on their phone with a couple of these VSTs and these DAWs. So it's the future. Whether we like it or not, boys and girls, it's the future. So good job, Moog. I'm going to give you credit here. I've been hard on you sometimes. I'm going to give you credit. Good job, Moog. And if they're going the route of Behringer with the minis as like test boxes for their bigger synths that they're going to do later, genius. I love it. Even cheaper is Moog's venture to the VST field. Some people were like, it's a little late to the game, but you know what? It's better late than never at all. So good job, Moog. The Moog Trench, the Moog Mariana is a cool little product. I think it's going to get a lot of play, and it's exciting if they keep doing this kind of thing. And I want to tell In Music, if you're listening to Synth Samurai, which we know you are, we know you're listening, that get into the digital game, start releasing little mini boxes of digitals, kind of like what Behringer's doing with the minis. Do it with this Moog Mariana. Put it out in a Minotaur box, all digital. Don't even need the analog. Listen, we get it, Moog. You're analog king. You are the analog king of the world. We don't need to go over it. All the fanboys tell us all the time, you are the king. But Oberheim disagrees, and Sequential probably disagrees too. But Moog is the king of analog according to popular thought. So just move into the digital realm. We're cool. Do it. Throw your VSTs in a box and let the hardware junkies twiddle some knobs in real time. Anyways, that's that synth show. Thank you for joining me. Sorry, that's Synth Car. Have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Woo!